Good morning or good afternoon. Trevor Marchant here from Marchant Dallas. Welcome. Welcome to the Referral Code, how to turn your best clients into your most passionate promoters. So what's the Referral Code? For those who haven't had a chance to have a look at this yet, well, it's a method that guarantees to give you as many referrals as you want, when you want, and of the type you want. It's ironic, isn't it? 90% of firms rely on referrals or word of mouth for their growth, yet only a handful of firms have a structured method, a scalable, repeatable method in place to ensure they get those referrals. Instead, they rely on the occasional referral coming by. They never know when these referrals are coming, and they don't know what the quality is going to be like. That's no way to plan a growth strategy. The referral code is a revolution. It's the new way, and frankly, it's the only way. This particular module is what we call the moments of truth. It's module 2 in the process, and it's to be listened to, watched in conjunction with reading the text on the moments of truth, which you have a copy of. Now, a moment of truth is any point in a client's journey with a brand, a product, a service, your firm, when a key event occurs, an experience, and an opinion about that brand is formed. We have an equation here where evaluation is a factor of expectation greater than, less than experience. Now, what we mean by that is whenever we shop online, go into a business, go into a cafe, go into an accounting practice, we form an evaluation. We evaluate the things around us, we evaluate the people, we evaluate the service. Now, that evaluation is based on, firstly, our expectations and then our experience. Now, if our experience exceeds our expectations, well, then we're probably going to talk about that business in a positive way. If our experience, on the other hand, is less than our expectations, well, we're still probably going to talk about that business, but probably in a negative way. And where they're equal, well, we're probably not going to say too much. So the moments of truth is really about looking at ideas where we can ensure that the client, when they visit you, has an experience that actually exceeds their expectations, because we want them to go away and talk about you. We want them to spread the word about your firm and the service that they're getting from that firm. In our process to date, we've looked at the power of referrals. We've had a look at some numbers and we've identified some ideal clients. We've also looked at a product matrix, a service matrix, where we can see some opportunities with those ideal clients, perhaps to sell other services as part of our business advisory suite or compliance matters for that matter. And now we're up to this part called the moments of truth. And once we've identified these, we're going to implement what I call the top MOTS. Now, the top MOTS, TOPS simply stands for the 1%, and MOTS, of course, is moments of truth. So what we're going to do is identify the moments of truth and then see if we can take them up a level. And there's examples in the text where you can have a look at that. The rest of the process we won't worry about for now, because we want to talk about these moments of truth. This module is about how you can take your client relationships and service to a new level. Today, your competitive advantage is how you treat your clients. It's not a product or service, it's basically how you treat your clients. And the one thing your competition can't take away from you is the relationship you have with your clients. People just need to know you care. Client service is not a department, it's an attitude, it's a culture. So in defining these moments of truth, step 1 is to identify in broad terms every single interaction you have with your client, e.g. a telephone call, a Zoom meeting, a face-to-face meeting, and then break each of those interactions down so you can identify each specific area. Example, how do you begin the call? What do you talk about? What questions do you ask? Step 2, think about how you could improve each area to improve the positive experience of each moment. So it's a matter of breaking down these interactions into their smallest possible components and then looking at ways and means of improving them, at least by 1%. And step 3 is to add these 1% moments of truth. And there's an example in the text of the Radisson Hotel, which is a really good example of what I'm talking about, how we can improve these things by 1%. So for your purposes, and the action we need to take is obviously have all team members read the module and answer the 10 questions. Schedule a 45-minute meeting, ask each person to share their answers, discuss each question, then move to the next. No rights, no wrongs, no judgments. Simply get the information out. Once all the answers have been discussed, each team member to share their takeout from the meeting. In other words, from listening to other people talk, what's their takeout? What's their 1 or 2 major ideas that have come out of the meeting for them? Have the team list the actions they will take now as a direct result of the meeting, and then send a copy of those actions to me for comment. Schedule a second meeting, and at this second meeting, the team would to agree as a list of ideas to implement to improve client relations and client service with an emphasis on the top mods. In other words, a couple of weeks later, have this second meeting based on all the things that we've talked about today, and just come up with a list that you feel that you can actually implement within your team or within the firm. And then finally, schedule a third meeting with the senior manager who is looking after the team, and all team members to attend this meeting. Have a spokesperson from each of the smaller teams share the actions they would like to take as a team and as a firm. Discuss and agree a time frame, for implementation. Send the final action ideas to myself for comment. That's essentially what the process is. So thank you for listening to this and watching this little video. If you have any issues, just give me a call, 0416 13 81 85, or you can write to me, trevor@marchanddallas.com.au. Thank you, good luck with this, and I know you'll enjoy it. It's a good exercise. Bye.